we're back for another Avatar draft. And yeah, I'm gonna just get these to a little bit of a higher speed. I think for that for draft this is better. Yeah, that is better. Okay. So we open Avatar in here, and is it crazy to get these as a first pick? It flies, it has fire bending too. And if you go for all of the bendings, you flip these. Everything costs one of each color less, and you can pay generic mana. It is pretty good if you do that, but pretty hard to make it work. I do put the mouse in there. Yoshi Warriors pretty good. What else? Let me see what else there is in there. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot. Yoshi Warriors might be better. We did pick Avatar Aang in here. What else do we have in here then? If we want that to work, we would have to go for a very much of a green shell and make that work. Aang's Journey would be a very good pick in here, but the glider stuff is very good. So it's like between those two cards, I think. Sorry. Judy, very far from the other options. Yeah. I'm not hearing myself. And am I recording? Okay, why am I not hearing myself? Just let me stop this for a moment. Okay, sorry. I believe everything was fine, but we're back in here. So yeah, and as I was telling you, we got the glider stuff in here. And then what do we have? We have Serpent of the Passage. We don't want to focus that we have Avatar Aang. I mean, yeah, it's a very good card, but it's very hard to play. Although this is the format to play it. I don't know. Serpent of the Past, it will quench. In a deck where we want to get to Avatar Aang, maybe it will quench. Could be the best one. Daily Engines is fine, but Serpent of the Past is okay. You do need some lessons. What is this? Okay, deals 4 to a white or blue thing. Not what we want in here. And can't be countered. Okay. Could you go for some shrines deck? We see the white black enchantment, which is good in that shell. And there is Origin of Metal Bending. So yeah, getting the land in here might be the best. Like, hey, nothing too exciting. Maybe even the water skin is fine. Maybe the land is the best one. I think that sword is the best, actually. This sword is the best. The green 2-drop is good, but for what we have right now, I think that we want more of the sword, the water skin. We know that we play those, and maybe the land is even better. I think that the land was the best option right now. Anyway, we have Paku, which with lessons is nice. Fortune Teller, pretty good as well. Especially, you know, if we are on blue, if you are going for that kind of deck. I don't know. So yeah, looking back, I would go for Fortune Teller and just try to make the Avatar Aang deck work. I know what I did, but I'm not gonna spoil. And then we have Yoshi Warriors, good creatures, some bodies on the battlefield, that's great. We have Octopus Farm, which we would be glad with one of. We see another black-white card coming, and black-white, as we see, is kind of open, but we do have the It Will Quench as a good thing. And yeah, for now we're getting Avatar Aang to the side because we don't know if we're gonna be able to play. Yip. Yeah, Yip is fine, but probably abandoned attachments would be fine for this deck, you know. Also a last one, and we want to go slower, you know, we want to go for other stuff in here. We get that as a good white card. Yeah, I think that abandoned attachments here would be better. But yeah, we get the 2-drop and that's fine. We get the red one. We get like those cards. Nothing exciting, probably nothing that I'm playing right now. Another red thing that we get, this one gets us 2 allies, and then that was just another thing. We got a good green-white allies card in the Lieutenant. We have Katara, also pretty good on an allies deck. What else do we have? Sokka's Haiku. I think that Rocky Rebuke might be the best later. So yeah, maybe we could get the green-white Lieutenant. Because if we get Katara, we do get Katara, but maybe we should have got the green-white and try to wield Katara, although that's hard, very hard. And then yeah, a Coda is what we want to see in here. Another very good, I mean, the blue vehicle, really great as well. Really great as well. But yeah, that's fine. Here, Young Chen, I don't think that I pick it right now, but I've seen it later and I was like in draft and I was like, hey, it's more powerful than I imagine. Oh yeah, we do have Avatar's Wrath in here. And look at that, I look at those and I'm like, hey, maybe I just got these. Maybe I should have got the Yang Chen. We see another very good white card, so yeah, not a lot of people going for white in here. I mean, a good white card. We do have then Katara, Master Paku. This makes sense. Green is not open by any means, but we're possibly gonna play green with some of our cards. Here we have another white card on Suki if we don't want to treat her as a green one. Sokka's Boomerang, it's not Sokka's Boomerang, but the Boomerang basics also good. But yeah, we get Suki. Here I think I should get the last one, the Avatar's Journey, Aang's Journey, because 2 alive, getting one of the lands that we need, I think that's much better than getting that Katara right now. Like, we need a lot of fixing, and that should be the ideal option in here, really. We got a very good white allies card as well, a lot of red. The blue enchantment was also nice, could be an option. In here, a lot of other white cards as well, one removal in that, and the healer, both good. Maybe we need a little bit more interaction, so that white one is fine. We're mostly white, which is nice. But yeah, I think that with what we have seen, maybe I wanted to be a little bit... have a little bit more fixing, you know. Here I would have another land. But in here right now, maybe the 1-drop is the best one. We do pick the land, so you can see that I'm not so... that like I didn't understand as well exactly where I was. We did get another of the 1-drop later, that one, and yeah, that one, not very exciting. What else? I don't think that this is a Tiger Seal deck. Allies at last, a good card, could be the pick. Sokka, also a very good pick. It is white mostly, so yeah, it could be the pick in here, and probably it is gonna be that. Secret Tunnel, not the best. In here, maybe Rocky Rebuke or Origin of Metal Banding as a lesson would be the best. I do think that I'm gonna pick the enchantment that cares for allies on green. Let me see. Are we pick first time flyer? First time. I forgot the name. But yeah, I think that's it. Because we're mostly on blue and white. But I should be relying on green in here as well. Just a little bit, you know. Although I've not seen any green. Maybe I should be. Yoshi Battle Fan, also pretty okay in here. That is not good as a shrine. The green card is one that is good, but we were not seeing green, and then out of nowhere, Master Paco, if we have picked others with the lessons and all, could be pretty good in here. We're mostly white, yeah. And we're just seeing in here how our curve is. I decided to go for the 2-drop, but the Ostrich Horse, I mean, it's better, but right now we're focusing on blue and white, as it seems. And probably I'm thinking of splashing Katara, not the red cards, probably. What else do you have? Another healer, I think the Octopus farm or the bird, the 3-mana bird would have been better. I was like looking at how our deck was and I didn't get the chance to focus on that. We would have a little bit more lessons. The serpent in here would be pretty great. We do focus on the land right now because of that, but yeah, I don't know if that was the best. Not much of a water bending scroll, of course. Yip Yip, we have one of maybe these snowballers are gonna be the thing in here with Katara, also pretty great. And that's what I should be focusing, I think. Yeah, not anything exciting in here. Just the 4-drop maybe would be better. The 2-drop is fine in here, as we are. It is on green though, which I'm not focusing until now. What else? And there we go, we end up getting that later, Texts of Invasion. It is a pump and an enchantment that is... It is a good one, I found to be interesting. Ostrich Horse comes back, so although green was kind of close, I think that people started getting things on the other colors. Maybe they didn't need those cards anymore. And yeah, we do have one Serpent of the Passage, but not a lot of lessons. So yeah, we didn't end up with a lot of lessons. And yeah, this is an allies deck, at least. We do have one blue-white land, and yeah, let's just go a little bit further to check on how we are in terms of the final deck. Avatar Rank out of the deck. At the end, we didn't have what we needed to really use it. Let's go a little bit later. And then yeah, this is probably how the deck is gonna shape. Gonna go a little bit high later. Let's see. We need one cut. And that is probably a good cut, the 4-mana one, but yeah, not a lot of non-exciting things, like some 2-drops, a lot of 2-drops in this deck. And that is what I said on another video, like I was valuing 2-drops a lot higher on this set, and I don't know, you need some to stay alive, but they're not very exciting really, like, or not very exciting to have a bunch. Let's see where we get. So gonna go later. Yeah, it's probably showing something, and yeah, let's go to the matches with our Vantalize deck. Let's go for twice speed. So yeah, we go for a 2-3 on turn 2. We can start attacking, especially because if opponent draws, I'm not going to be able to do anything. We go for that, make them cast it again. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I think that was fine. We get our final color in here. And I think it's fine to go for that. It is a 2/5. Okay, doesn't attack very well. I might give a little bit of a stop to get some water. What else do we have in here? Yeah, that ice bear can get the saga, which is not great. And then we attack, pump, they go to 9. Yeah, they can sack the clue if they want to find some answers, but if they have some things to go for the board, that is good for them. That is a very good. The eagle, they gain some life, they have flyers. We do go for the removal, right? I mean, I think it's better. We are gonna go for snowballers anyway, but maybe it would be better to just go for the removal, although they're leaving the removal right now to get whatever they... I think that it would be better to do that. I mean, not removal, but you know, I think it would be better later, so something is not gonna untap. And yeah, gonna be attacking with a 3/4. They concede. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So a very straightforward first game. Now we have this game. We start with 3 lands. We have our blue and white sources, not the green, but that's fine for now. We have a 2-drop and interaction. Opponent on blue, green, white, right? I think that's it. We have flash speed removal. That is a good enchantment. They are gonna earthbend first, but then we can take it. So yeah, I was reading it. Let's see. Okay. And that ramps. So yeah, that was pretty good. Gonna go for Sokka. Probably is gonna have to eat a removal in here. Let's see. That would be like firebending lesson being kicked. It's still fine. No, they're gonna go for the sun. Forgot the name of that. So yeah, Sokka with Eep Eep, not interesting, but here we draw a card through 2 cards, which is nice. They do have something. Okay, they decide to destroy that. Or they could have destroyed Sokka, right? Or no? Oh no, they couldn't, I think. And yeah, that vehicle, I was talking about that vehicle, I think on the last draft. Yeah, it is a pretty good one, and we were kind of very much reset in here. So yeah, I think that we go for those. Yeah, it's fine. And they have Hakoda. So yeah, they are generating a lot of value in here. And I shoot double block and go for Yip Yip. We don't want them to get a lot of tokens into play. Let's see what they do. They might have some kind of removal, interaction, anything, and we don't take their creature out. Which would be pretty good for them if they have it. It seems like they might have. They're not gonna sack Hakoda in here as well, it's not the moment. Okay, they trade. And yeah, it's pretty good because Sokka is very, very nice. What else do we have in here? That makes them block with the land, because else we draw a card. So yeah, they get the land back, we get a token. We're not in a great shape in here, no. We take 3 damage. That is a 3/3, right? I was like, do I double block? The thing is that they have Hakoda in play. That is a lot of value that they can extract from that. Pretty poor draw. So yeah, sack that. 3 mana. Ooh, into another land. We take 3, 6, 7 damage in here. And they have protection from Hakoda, playing a lot of things from the top of their deck. I think that this is it. Let's see what we draw. Yeah, doesn't matter in here, we lose. So let's just go to see what happened. Yeah, that was what happened. Then glider stuff. And then let's go for the next one. We start with Gran and another ally in here. Oh, sorry. And they are green-white. And that was pretty good start on our part. Maybe I could ditch a land in here, really, because the chance that we get one is good. Like, maybe I should have ditched a white stars. But I don't know, that's fine. So yeah, Sokka can't attack or block. Now I ditch the blue stars. Yeah, we do have double white for now, that's fine. And we did do some damage at the beginning. We do have a good blocker, and now things are gonna probably get stale. Yeah, probably. Okay, we're gonna draw a land. They're possibly gonna try and hit Hakoda in here with something. And yeah, they don't have a reason to attack. We can start getting some things out of the top of our deck, which is nice. Get some value already. One of those that has flash, right? I think so. Yeah, we have to wait. Cycle of Renewal, pretty good. Opponent with 6 lands now. And green, white, and red. Tough, very good tough. They go for something, they didn't decide to go for that. I would trade it. I would trade that card for another Cycle of Renewal. Even though I'm not able to cast that right now. Okay. We draw that removal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I do have a play. I was like, what am I thinking? But I do have the flash card in here. You can get that and the removal. Get a counter in there. Not attacking with the healer is fine in here. Like, get off on the iceberg and attack with a 3/3. If they want to trade, that's fine. And yeah, that seems good. And we scry. I left it on the top, but that was not an exciting card. I should have just passed to the bottom, you know, because I'm gonna draw that. If that is on top of my deck and I can play it, pretty good. But if I'm gonna draw that, then not that great. So I should have put that on the bottom of my library. Okay, it's gonna put some counters. That par 5 is their best creature right now. Suki is nice. And it has a lot of firepower right now. What else? So yeah, if I have gone for that, yeah, I don't know. That would be fine. Okay, Origin of Metal Banding destroys an artifact or thing. I should sack that in response, yeah. Have some things that I probably don't want to block with. And then it's Tactics of Invasion is good with the amount of cards that we have right now. Yeah, I think it's pretty good, and we draw a lot of cards with that, right? But then, do we want the land? That is a good question. That is a very good question. I think that we are okay with the land. Okay. It is their turn though. Okay, very good Boomy coming in here. Probably scry 3 Earthbend? Yeah, scry 3 Earthbends. Earthbends on another creature. So I don't know if they... Yeah, I don't know. That's probably fine. That is gonna get our creatures to at least 3 power. Going for Tactics of Invasion, attacking with everything, and then maybe sacking Hakoda, depending on the blocks, is okay. Yeah. But maybe we're looking... Oh, okay. I think I do remember what I want in here. Maybe I should have attacked with Suki. They would need to double block. If we want to, we sack Hakoda and then we do the Wrath later. I don't know, they have 1, 2, 3, 6 blockers. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. So yeah, at least 3 creatures are gonna go through. So at least 9 damage is going through. And what is not going through is hardly not gonna trade. Like only Boomy and the 4-5 and Toph. So 3 creatures of them can eat 3 of our creatures. That needs to be a full out attack. Yeah, right? And like Suki is gonna eat something. Yeah, let's see. Forgot about that grand ability. They do have something in here. Yeah, okay. That's the good thing about the enchantment that we have done. Like, it really already pumped the team. Does Hakoda sacrifice only gives indestructible to creatures or permanents? I don't know. Probably creatures. Anyway, in here, it's a very good attack. They are gonna try and get Hakoda. So yeah. How many creatures are going through and how many creatures are trading? That's the question. How many do we want to save? So if we sack Hakoda, we save 2 creatures. If we don't, we eat off. Or that. I think we should eat Toph in here. Like that 4-5 gets a good attack, but I don't know. Toph can generate a lot of value. I did get the Vigilance creature because now they are in a bad state, but it's like, I don't know. They have 3 creatures to block or attack, 4, 5 now. Which is very crazy. But yeah, here we have Avatar's Wrath. Suki stays on the battlefield. It is pretty crazy, the "are you sure" trigger on these, you know. Yeah, opponent can't go for some things, and here we go for those 2, and that is 4 damage. So yeah, very good card, of course. Let's go to the next one. Where? Mm-hmm. Whoop. There we go. So yeah, we start with 2-drop. Opponent has Zuko as their 2-drop. Okay, that's a very good card, especially if in the right show. Opponent on Grixis, right? No. Oh, that is green. I'm sorry. Yeah. And then Yuyan archers. So yeah, here we have the chance of keep going wide with Yoshi warriors. Getting a 2-5 is fine. Yeah, Yoshi warriors is pretty good. There is a... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's something else that we would want to do in here. Opponent did go for that blue-red dragon, which is pretty good. Possibly a very good target for Path to Exile. Path to Exile, no. Path to Redemption? I forgot the name, but I think that's it. And let's see. So yeah, we did go for that. Katara has a water bending ability that we can tap her and some things, and she starts growing. We get that. I think it's pretty nice. Even if you only have a 3/3 to block and like take some, like then we have her as a better blocker. I think I should have taken 5 damage and drew the card on my turn. I don't know if I had gone for the land drop as well. If I didn't, then yeah, that would be interesting. Of course, we would take a higher crackback than what I was thinking, because we would have had because of that black creature that they had. And in here it's like, do we want to destroy Zuko? Because they do want to lose that, we know, but even though, I don't know, do I want that? It is pretty hard. I don't have a lot of things to sack, so I do think that I trade in here. And yeah, we take 2 damage in the air. The 3/1 attack with Yuyan archers is kind of awkward in my idea in here. And yeah, we tap mostly creatures, because if you get Yip Yip, that would be okay. In here, I don't think that I should go for Path to Redemption on anything right now. That would be pretty bad. Unless, yeah, of course, I just want to sack the aura later. And then, yeah, we could do it now. And that is what we do. I think I could have offered the trade with Yoshi warriors and that ostrich horse. And then in here, we could go Hakoda instead of exiling that. Yeah, that is a pretty difficult choice. They are gonna attack with the 5/4 and sack something. So maybe we end up going for Hakoda. I mean, yeah, it's a fine play as well. Turtle Lion, the Lion Turtle. They don't attack though. So yeah, land is in there. Are we gonna attack first? No, we don't have great attacks. Although we could attack with the 2/5, but not necessarily. Very good sleeve from my opponent. Yeah, I'm gonna sack Hakoda in here. So opponent doesn't attack. And yeah, we do sack that. Let's see. And yeah, getting some lands in here. It's part of things. Okay. Opponent can start sacking their creatures for the beetle. Okay, that is a good lesson. And they do attack with ostrich horse. So yeah, they do sack that. We trade the horse with a token. And then we try to trade the lion turtle with that. For now it's still fine. They abandon attachments twice. And yeah. A little bit awkward plays, but opponent does have what it needs to keep doing that. So yeah, we sack the aura, exile that, get a token. Should I attack with the 3/3 in here? That is the question of like, if we block with the 3/3 and other creatures, it's pretty bad. And yeah, I don't know. We chump, and we're gonna double block the platypus bar. Yeah, that's not great. And here we can draw, and we should attack and see what we can do to get out of this. Oh, come on. And that is 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. So yeah, we're dead. Let's go for the next game. I think that, yeah, we did play bad some things in here. I don't know. But anyway, let's go for the next one. We start with the healer. Very nice forest. That was a set that I wasn't playing yet, but yeah, I did watch a little bit of what was happening, and those lands I didn't know. They are very, very pretty, huh? So yeah. And the red one, I really liked it as well. Okay, what do I have in here? Opponent goes for the ship. We have Sokka. In here, actually, I should go for the glider. Getting the ship out of the battlefield and then attacking. Getting some value, some draws, and still going for a Grand. I think that is the best, you know, that was 3 for them to cast the first time. Oh yeah, that was what I tried to do, and then when I looked at it, I said, oh, I can't believe that cannot do that. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go for the token and just pass the turn. That got me a little bit. Yeah, anyway, opponent already with two colored lands, so a lot of different colors. Boom is bash, get the Sokka, so that's fine. We go for possibly Fortune Teller and something else. I could equip the glider. Oh no, the ship has reach. And the ship is a 4/4, right? So yeah, if we go for the snowballers, yeah, I think that the clue was the best thing that we done, really. I don't know if we had gone for land drop, but I think so. So anyway, let's see. In here, opponent was able to stop us. So you can see how some of our 2-drops weren't that effective overall. Like, we just ended up in a stale board very soon. Like, both of us are at 20, but our creatures and artifacts, the vehicle, they're better on his side. So yeah, that is something. And in that situation, like, snowballers is not gonna do a lot. It's like, yeah, it's gonna tap that land, but that's it. And then, like, do we want this 2 mana removal on something? I don't know, you know. We have Yip Yip to try and save something, but maybe, I don't know, maybe in here we could have gone for the glider on someone so that we can then attack and Yip Yip, something like that. Let's see what happens. And yeah, Bossing say, oh my god, that land is pretty good. Now that I noticed that they went for that. And we don't have great attacks, you know? If I had gone for that, maybe for that equipment, then maybe we could have a little bit of damage going through, or maybe we could eat the ship. But yeah, as it is, not great. And if we attack, we are pronouncing what is happening. Okay. The opponent still has a lot of resources, 5 cards in hand. We have Avatar's Wrath, which I don't know. It could help, but how much? I don't know. And then yeah, none of us going that crazy. An Avatar's Wrath would be better on our end when we have more mana, because then we can go Wrath, start recasting the other stuff, and then they can't cast their stuff. In here, there is nothing that we can do to save Suki, which is pretty bad. But then yeah, as I was saying, then we would be able to be casting other stuff now. Yeah, losing Suki in here is like we lost again our relevant creature. So yeah, that is it. Opponent attacking with that. We can lose 2 things for that. That might be okay. Between Gran and the healer, it's kind of hard to say which is. And here, opponent didn't have any other land untapped, so maybe we shouldn't give the option to opponent. Oh, okay, we didn't block with snowballers. I think we should have blocked with snowballers. Did they go for the order? Yeah, we go Yip Yip and just lose that. Yeah. Maybe go for tough with that, but really just like, how good is that? Maybe in here I should have, I don't know, because we don't have a lot of ways to tap Gran right now. I'm gonna keep her just because there is no ETB. And reset the board, but my opponent can't present a lot of other stuff. And they do have ETB effects in there. Yeah, they can go for those creatures, but they still have a lot of thing in hand. They do have a 4/4 attackness. But yeah, it's pretty hard. We're pretty much in a very, very difficult position. These snowballers are kind of fine just to keep that land tapped. We go for a counter on that one. That goes with that. And then do we want Katara or the interaction / removal? We want that. Now opponent can go for a lot of things that are very good for 2 mana. I don't know if I would start with Yuyan. Maybe they're looking for an answer for the glider. I don't know. I mean, they can get a very much better thing in here. What else do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana now. So yeah, we can go path on top and then create a token exiling her. I think that's the best. Maybe they also went for Yoyan archers because they have reach. Yeah. Did I go for a land at the beginning of the turn? I should have kept it and loot, if that's the case. Even though that is what we need, but that's what we've done. I do think I should have attacked with Grand maybe. You know, just trade, then they don't have the reach anymore. Then maybe later we even have more power on the R. Yeah, the clock is not great for us, and they do have a lot of more resources to put onto the board. So yeah, maybe this deck is too focused on a lot of 2-drops, and you know, later they're not doing a lot. In here, we could block with Grand, Fortune Teller, 2, 4, 6, and Snowballers. And then if they have some interaction, that would be the 1 red. So yeah, maybe we could block with everything and lose 3 creatures. We did not block though. And that is pretty good, pretty bad. Yeah, we have that. And now if I had attacked with Grand, this point there is a chance we could have other creature that was gonna go through. The enchantment would be good for us. I forgot the name. Opponent only with the land creatures. What else? Am I at double speed? I forgot. One thing that I forgot as well, that I keep forgetting, is to change my camera to this side. But I don't know, for these huge bar state, maybe this is better than these, right? And what is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so they got +3, +1, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that is a huge trade. But they do have 2 clue tokens, which are great. And yeah, we can sack that. If we do that, we don't have a great attack. It does have flash, so maybe we should have done on their turn. Oh, and we can't get a lens as well. I forgot about that again. So yeah, we get that. And they have a good attack with that. Okay. And okay, they have a lot of attacks. Maybe we double trade. We decide to jump and trade. No. We take 2 damage. We go for that. Get a 1/1. Yeah, good game. So yeah, that was it for that game. And yeah, that was the last game. So unfortunately, deck with not a high power level for this format, like a lot of 2-drops on a set where we... Okay, let me just stop in here. Oh my god. Okay, let's just stop in here. So yeah, maybe probably a deck where we have a lot of 2-drops, a set where sometimes things stall. You do need some things at the beginning, you know, to hold the board against very aggressive red decks. But at this point I was not seeing a lot of those aggressive decks as well. But yeah, this is it. Thanks for watching. We're showing some of the failures as well. I mean, I do consider this a failure. You're losing a lot of resources. It is hard to take that. And yeah, I have been trying to spend a lot of resources to learn as much and try to get you as much insight as I can. So please, if you like it, like, comment, subscribe. That helps us a lot. Thank you and see ya.